Okay, so hey everybody, this is Cleta Colson-Eyre. I am a future executive senior sales director with Mary Kay, and I want to thank the guests that are on here for taking up your time on Wednesday night for just a few minutes to hear a little bit about this opportunity. Things have really changed fast in the United States in the last week. We have been doing these calls. We started the beginning of the month, and we decided to do them every Wednesday night. And little did we know what would transpire from last Wednesday night to this Wednesday night, right? And so I'm going to change up just a little bit about the way I talk about things because I want to talk about something that's just current right now. We know we're all dealing with the whole social distancing, and there's some companies that have shut their doors. We got a couple of emails today that are someone sent them to me that some of the other cosmetic companies have closed for right now, and we're very sorry to hear about any company closing. And there's people being laid off from work. There's just all kind of things that are happening. Restaurants, or you can just go through the drive-through. And I went to the doctor yesterday for something, not anything related to the virus, but there was tables out front. They took your temperature, and if you had any kind of fever, you could not go in. So I mean, it is going to be very different for us for the next 4-6 weeks, however long it goes through. And one of the things that I was thinking about is how grateful I am that I work for a company like Mary Kay that I can work out of home, and a company that sells products that even when people are quarantined, they're going to use. It's just like the toilet paper that people have had the rush on, right? Toothpaste and other things. Most women are not going to stop washing their face and putting on moisturizer just because they're quarantined and not going anywhere, or limiting their thing because they want to take care of themselves. They're still going to take a shower, you guys. They're still going to wash their hair, let's hope, right? And they're still going to probably wash their face and put their moisturizer on and some eye cream. And who knows, they might even do a little more pampering since they have a little extra time than they normally do, right? All these ladies that are having to homeschool their kids right now, I'm sure when they get the kids in bed, they probably need a pampering experience. They're all in shock, right? And so I want to tell you a little bit about Mary Kay and how we work it and how you can work it right now. And so if you're a guest on the call, thanks for taking a minute, because I know you might be thinking, well, hey, I don't know, maybe this is something I can do. And there's a lot of our consultants, probably like 90% of our consultants have another job, and they actually do Mary Kay on the side. Then some of our consultants work at full time, and a lot of the directors work at full time. But a lot of people, this is their kind of like their plan B, and right now it's turned into plan A. And I've heard that from several people in the last few days that they got laid off from their other job, but at least they have their Mary Kay business, And so I want to talk to you about that a little bit. So first of all, I have been in the company for 34 years. This year will be 35 years. I joined when I was a young girl. I had a facial when I was 22. And then I was a hostess, and then I ended up signing up to become a Mary Kay consultant at 23. My major in college was computers, not cosmetics. So I did not know beans about any of this, but I could learn, you know what I'm saying? If I can learn how to program a computer, surely I can learn how to tell somebody to put this on, take this off, and put this on and take this off, and read the flip chart and tell them how much it is and what it did for their face, right? Plus, to me, it was fun. And as I am from Georgia, some of you are calling it from other areas, and in the South, we wear makeup. I mean, they wear it all over, but like Southern women, my mother, when I would be sick, like in high school, she would say, oh, you don't feel good? Well, get on up, get your makeup on, get dressed, and then if you still don't feel good, you go back to bed. Now that was her thing. And so, is that funny? And so once we got up and we put our makeup on, well, we might as well go to school, right? Unless you had fever, and then you could stay home. So I grew up, of course, wearing some makeup, and I tried to learn how to take care of my skin, but I had bad skin. So Mary Kay really helped my skin. And my grandmother sold Mary Kay in the 60s. My aunt sold Mary Kay. One of my aunts still sells Mary Kay. And so I have known about Mary Kay all my life, really. And then now all of my adult life, I have been a consultant, and really 30 years I've been a sales director. So I'm very familiar with the company, how it works, how you make money, and what it does for women. And I just absolutely love it. I love it more today than I did the day I signed up. One of the things you're going to love about Mary Kay is the sisterhood. I was thinking about that this week, how we in Mary Kay, I mean, like all of us are like, okay, how can we figure this out? And everybody is helping everybody. Everybody's shooting out ideas. Everybody is leaning on each other. Some people have, everybody's dealing with this their own way, you guys. Some people have anxiety, and some people are freaking out, and some people are calm. And some people are right in the middle of that. And some people are like, I think I'm probably going to be freaking out like tomorrow, but right this second, I'm okay. And so, of course, keeping busy helps, and trying to help others helps, and even just sharing the opportunity helps. And so, here's how it works in Mary Kay. To become a Mary Kay beauty consultant, you have to, number one, be recommended by a consultant. So you can't just call the company and go, I want to sell Mary Kay. You have to be recommended by another beauty consultant. Okay. Once you are, you will fill out a beauty consultant agreement, and you do purchase what we call a Mary Kay starter kit. It's about $400 worth of products and materials, full-size products to use, also some samples, books, mirrors, trays, a beautiful bag, and it's $100 plus tax and shipping. Okay, so use about $118, $120, according to what your tax is where you live. Once you purchase that, so it's like 75% off, okay? Once you purchase that, you get a consultant number, and then you have access to all the consultant training. There is a place on Mary Kay, it's called marykayintouch.com, and consultants log in, and that's where there's all kind of training. That's where you place your orders and all that kind of stuff. The percentages of what we make in Mary Kay is we can make 50% of what we sell. So if today I sold $100 worth of product, one gal bought 70 something, and another gal bought 35 or something. And so I made half of that. So, and literally I have a box on my front porch. It's like a little trunk. And I said, do you want me to bring it to you? They go, no, just put it in the box. So like literally they call me. I went to my shelf. I put the stuff in a bag. I put their receipt in it, put a little gift in it, and I put it on my front porch. And one of them already had her credit card, so I charged her card. The other one put the check in the box. I mean, like, that's 50. I know, like, you're like, look, $50 is $50. And so that took me literally 5 minutes to make $50 profit. And so here's the deal. One of my customers, when she called me, she said, hey, I'm bored all this quarantine, so I'm shopping. So some people are going to deal with their anxiety by shopping. And I know it makes me feel better to buy stuff, right? So they may shop for some Mary Kay products. And so don't fool yourself that people are not going to buy right now, because cosmetics, usually tobacco and alcohol, that's what doesn't go down. No matter how people, what kind of recession or depression or whatever they got, usually. So I'm glad I sell the first one and not the last two, right? So 50% of what we sell, now here, what we sell, that's the profit we get. The cool thing about Mary Kay, we're not selling something like, a checkbook cover or something that will last. I've had this probably 10 years. Okay, we're selling something that runs out. And all of our products have over, all the cleansing and stuff like that. It's three months shelf life if they use it every day. So about 3 months, they're going to call you. And that's the ladies that call me today, or my customers are going to call and say, hey, you know what? I need some more cleanser. I need some more moisturizer. And that when they call you, you're going to have it and you're going to give it to them. And this is going to go on, hopefully for the rest of your life and her life. And I'm not kidding you when I tell you that I have customers that have been buying from me for 30 years. Like I'm selling to their children, and then I start selling to their grandchildren. And it is crazy. But you know what? I love them. They love me. I form a relationship with them. They would much rather call me and say, can you get me some foundation? And I need one just a little bit darker than what I had before. Then go to the mall, get some girl to stripe them and figure out what they want. And then they don't like it. And then they don't take it back. You know what I'm saying? And now they can't even get in the mall, right? So they're so thankful to have me as a Mary Kay beauty consultant to hook a sister up. Okay, so we sell. So our initial sales, all that 50%, and then we make money through doing facials and parties, because that's where they actually can sit down and try the product. A facial is 1 or 2 people. A party is 3 to 6 people. Okay, so even with the rules, 10 people or less, you could go to a party if you wanted to, right? But I'm going to tell you a couple other things that you can do if you feel uncomfortable with that. But on a normal day, let's say not a day where the coronavirus is around, you would do facials and parties, and you would sit people down, and the products in that starter kit, you would let them try it, and then at the end, you give them an opportunity to buy it. So we say, try before you buy. And I will tell you, even me, I went to try, and I was not planning on the buy. I did not bring my money. I was not planning on none of that. I was just going to try the product because this girl hounded me to death to have a facial. That's just the truth. And after I tried it, I liked it, and I could not help but buy it. And I cannot tell you how many women I have facialed that have told me, they said, Cleta, I just had to be honest with you. I really wasn't expecting to like this. I mean, I really like what I've been using. And I said, I know. I said, that's why purchasing is not required. I just want you to try it. And then if you try it and you like it, you can buy it, And the thing is, I know when I go in to do a facial or do a party, I know they're going to have a good time because it's fun. A bunch of girls sitting around doing makeup, that is fun. All right. And so, at your parties, at your facials, you make 50% of that too. So that's your basic money for selling the products. Okay. Now in Mary Kay, you also make money team building. You make money, and there's free products that you can get too, and you can make 100% profit. And so you get commissions anywhere from 4 to 13%. As a sales director, it goes up from there. And then there's bonuses, like when you sign up a new person and she gets her first order in, then you get a $50 bonus. And so, we have a new thing they're doing, it's called Fast Pay, where you can get the money from Mary Kay, the company, within like 2 days. So like if you need to pay a bill, you could go get a new team member, you help her get her order in, and then Mary Kay puts the money in your account within 2 days, which is pretty awesome. So money on commissions from team building and money through sales. And you can do both. Okay. And so that's it. It's not real complicated. In fact, I have been associated with other companies where it is complicated and you got to figure out all this stuff. And Mary Kay is pretty easy to me. I know that if I sell $100, I make $50, and that's about all I need to know, right? Okay, so how do you do it right now when we have all this stuff going on? Well, you might feel uncomfortable getting with a bunch of people. So Mary Kay also makes things, and I'm on a video and I'm going to post this, so I know some of you are just calling in, but we have things that are samples that you can mail. And so I'm holding up in my hand just a few of the samples. This is our Miracle Set sample, and there's 3 things. It has the cleanser, the age minimized day cream, the age minimized 3D night cream, and the eye cream. There's 3 sets of samples with that. Microdermabrasion. We've got charcoal mask. These are our cute hydrogel eye patches. And so you can take these apart, put them in a little cute bag, and you have a little swag bag that you can send to someone, and you can have them try them at home. You can put an instruction sheet in there. This is one way to do it. And then you follow up with them and see if they would like to purchase. Another thing you can do is do a little live instruction where you send it to them, and then you set up a time and you say, okay, you're going to go to this group on Facebook at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and I'm going to walk you through how to use that product. And you might have a girl that says, I can get my sister and my mom to do it too. They could all be at the same house and do it together, or they could all be at their own bathroom and doing it, And so it's really easy. It's just like any other little Facebook Live. You're just going to have the product and you're going to show people how to use it. And at the end, you'll give them an opportunity, if they love it, to purchase it. So easy. And so right now, that's what a lot of the Mary Kay girls are doing, is we're fixing up these cute little facials in a bag and swag bags to give to our customers and do a little pampering night. And I'm so thankful that Mary Kay makes, these are sanitary samples, so it's really easy to continue your business. And one of the things that you can also do with Mary Kay is, you have the option to have inventory on your shelf. So when people call, you can give them the products right then. I've always ran my business that way because I am an impulse buyer. And when I want it right then. So a lot of people have inventory on hand. A lot of people have inventory on hand, and also they sell to a lot of people out of town. And so in that way, you can actually mail it yourself to your customers and charge them shipping or give them free shipping, whatever you want to do. But there's also something called customer delivery service, where Mary Kay will ship straight to your customer and put your profit in your account. And you can give them 2 free samples when you send them the product. So that's something that if you maybe used to be Mary Kay a long time, you might not know that. It's an easy way to do it. And like right now, maybe you can't get out or whatever. It's an easy way to send your customers what they need and still make a profit on it. So I really love that option in Mary Kay. So, you know, it's just something right now that we can kind of bring a little joy into a household for women that right now are in a difficult situation by giving them some samples. And we can also do the facials in the privacy of their own home, virus free, and the privacy of your own home. And we have had some great results already from women that are doing this. Now, a lot of us have been doing on the go or facials on online way before this. So it's funny, Mary Kay consultants are really pretty much already prepared for stuff like this. And, there's always been time in a woman's life when there's times that maybe you could not get out. Like maybe you got sick, or maybe if you're a mother, maybe your child was sick and you could not get out because you had to take care of your child. But you could still keep your business running because you have a phone, you have a mouth, and you have samples, and people still need stuff. I know there was a time in my life that I had lung surgery and I had half my lung, my upper lobe of my right lung removed all the way. And I was in the hospital for a couple weeks, and then I couldn't drive for 6 weeks, and I was in bad shape. However, do you know what? My customers still ran out of cleanser. They still ran out of moisturizer. They didn't even know I was sick, and so they would call me and say, hey, can I get some cleanser moisturizer? And I'm like, yes, you can. And I was so thankful. I was so thankful that I had a job, that I didn't get fired during this time, that I could still make money in a crisis, because I needed the money more then than I ever did, And so, you guys, you got the training you'll get. There's training online training, and later you will be able to go to sales meetings and get some one-on-one training and group training, which is a lot of fun. But right now we do a lot through social media, Zoom, FaceTime, and things like that. So we can still get you trained, even though we, may not have the big meetings. But the big meetings are fun, and when they start back, you will love them. And I guarantee you, most of my consultants are going to be like, they're going to miss the meeting so bad that we'll have so much more attendance, because you tend to take for granted the stuff that you have right there. And I had a little post I just made the other day, and I said, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I will never take gatherings for granted again. And so you will get trained through your consultant, your recruiter, and your director, and through phone calls, through social media. There's a lot of video training. And to be honest with you, it's pretty simple. We're not doing brain surgery. We're not having to, do anything that you probably hadn't already been doing. You just may have to learn a little bit about the products that we have. And that's pretty easy, because once you start using something, it's easy to sell what you like. So easy, okay? So that's really about it. There are a lot of other perks. Once you get in Mary Kay, there's an opportunity to win free cars with Mary Kay, or earn the use of a free car. I've driven 16 free cars since I joined Mary Kay. The use of 16 free cars. One I drive right now is a pink Cadillac, but they have several different levels. We also are very tight we have a foundation that raises money to prevent domestic violence, and we give to women's shelters, and also to support researchers that are looking for a cure for cancers, especially the ones that affect women. And so we are very, very, very big on that, of giving, I believe the last number was like $78 million to those causes. It's not chump change, I can tell you. Mary Kay's in almost 40 countries. I believe it's 38 countries. And, we're just growing. It's a company, it's been going on for 56 years. And our founder, Mary Kay Ash, was one of the most wonderful women you could ever meet. I got to meet her personally, and she was just a jewel. And her biggest thing is she wanted to enrich women's lives. And she wanted women to know how special they were, and that God did not create them to be a nobody, only a somebody. And that everybody has a sleeping giant inside, that if they found something they love to do, that it would just come out and they would be a blessing to others. So we hope that Mary Kay might be a fit for you, that it will be a blessing for your life and something you'd like to do. So what I'd like you to do is, we are going to stop the recording in a minute, but I would like for you, when after you listen to this, if this is something you would like to do, I want you just to text or call the person that invited you to watch this and let her know. Let her know that you need some more information, or let her know that you're ready to sign up. It's a $100 investment, and you guys, you never know till you try. And honestly, if it doesn't work out, we have a 90% money back guarantee for consultants. And then we have a 100% guarantee for products that you sell to your customers. So like if they don't like it, they can return it and get their money back or get new product in exchange. So that's very, very high. I could quit today, send all my stuff back, and get 90% of what I paid for it. So when I joined, I thought, well, all I gotta do is make 10%. And I did that my first week. I made 10% of what I paid for it. Like, I'm like, okay, well, I can't lose now. I mean, you know, I thought, let me just try. And if I'm terrible, I'll get out and I'll just buy from my consultant. I mean, that's the worst thing that could happen to you. The best thing is you might say, hey, you know what? I love this and I'm never quitting. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the recording, and then I'm going to take some questions and answers from the guests. So hang on just a second. And thank you so much again for calling in.